Right. Hi, class. By the time you're watching this video, you're probably going to see me playing this video on my computer. This is also going out to Miss Lucas's class or to anyone who watches this channel. So by the time you're seeing this, hi, I'm Mr. Sangel. I'm basically doing a quick video to show you guys how to subtract. And mainly speaking, how to subtract when you can't come across a number that you can't subtract. We're basically doing the borrowing method, as I like to call it. Feel free to use this video if you ever get confused on what to do. So, I wrote down a subtraction problem here. I don't think you can see it, so what I'm gonna do is if I can try and flip the camera. Okay, I cannot flip the camera. So what I'm gonna do instead, and again, sorry for how the video looks. I'm not a professional. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm just gonna draw it a little bit bigger and hopefully it works. So if I have, oh yeah, you can see that. If I have the problem 1007 and I'm trying to subtract, let's say 100, I'm gonna hate myself for this. If I'm trying to subtract 167 from the top number, I am already regretting this. Okay, here's how you basically do this step by step. And again, this goes for any subtraction problem that you guys may have, so feel free to watch this video over and over to practice. So, if you know your place values, you know that, first of all, when subtracting, the bigger of the two numbers will always come first. The smallest number comes in the bottom. You need to make sure your numbers are lined up. So that means the numbers in the ones place are stacked with each other. Same goes for the tens, hundreds, and thousands, okay? The next thing you want to do is start subtracting. So we're going to start in the ones place. So for our ones place, we have 7 minus 7. 7 minus 7, obviously, is going to equal 0. So we're going to write 0 here. Easy so far. Now, the next one we're going to do is 0 minus 6. We have a problem. If I have 0 and I'm trying to take away 6, we can't do that because we're going to end up with a negative number. So, ideally, you would want to borrow 1 from the number to the left. But if you take a look, the number to the next of 0 is also 0. You can't do that as well. So what are we going to do? There is one number here that you guys can borrow from that will allow you to subtract both of these numbers. I'm going to give you guys about 5 seconds, or Miss Lucas and any teacher watching this can pause the video and you guys can figure that out. So take about 5 seconds, figure out what can we do so that we can change these into numbers that we can subtract from. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so by the time you guys figured it out, hopefully one of you students have figured it out, we can borrow 1 from here. So we're going to cross out 1 because we're borrowing from it. Kind of looks like an asterisk now, we just realized. And since we're borrowing 1 from 1, this now becomes a 0. We're going to put what we borrowed behind here. So the 0 gets crossed out and it becomes a 10. So now we can subtract 10 from 1, but remember, we're also trying to change the 0 here from 0 minus 6 into something you can solve. So we're going to borrow from 10. We're going to cross out 10 again. And this is going to become a 9. This becomes a 9. We put the 1 that we borrowed from 9 behind the 0. So we cross this out. This 0 now becomes a 10. Now, all we have to do left is solve it. So we just go from one side to the other. We have 10 minus 6. 10 minus 6, I'll give you guys about 3 seconds, or Miss Lucas or any of teachers watching this can pause the video. Students, you guys have however long your teacher gives you to figure out what is 10 minus 6. All right, 10 minus 6 obviously would be 4. So we're going to write 4 in the tens place. All that's left to do is 9 minus 1, if I have 9, I have 9, take away 1. Obviously, 9 minus 1 is going to be 8. So, and obviously, 0 minus nothing would be 0. Now, some of my students, and I've seen your work, some of my students chose to write the 0 here. There's nothing wrong with this, but when you're taking the test, if you have a 0 here, you don't need to write it. So technically speaking, you can just leave it out. So we came up with our answer. Our final answer for this, 1007 minus 167 is 840. Okay? So I'll do one more problem, and then I'm probably going to cut it short. Because again, this isn't meant to be a really long video, and I'm pretty sure you students have a lot of work to do. So if I have 6,676, and yes, I did that on purpose, and I'm trying to subtract that from, let's say 5,810. Again, bigger number goes on the top, bigger number goes in the top, smaller number goes in the bottom. Our numbers are lined up so that they're all matching when it comes to the place value. I'll give you guys, teachers, feel free to pause this video. Students, you guys will have however long your teacher decides. I want you guys to try and figure this out on your own, okay? Okay, the reason why I'm moving on is, of course, the teachers are probably pausing this video, and again, I don't want this video to go on for too long. So remember, we start with the ones place, and we move on with each place value. So first up is 6 minus 0. If I have 6, I take away nothing, you're still going to have 6. So 6 minus 0, put the 6 down here. 7 minus 1, have 7, take away 1. 7 minus 1 is 6. If I have 6 minus 8, wait a minute. I can't, if I have 6, I'm holding up 6 fingers, I can't take away 8 from 6. It's just, it's not possible. I'm going to have a negative number. So what I'm going to do, and hopefully what you all did, students, is I borrowed from the other 6. This turns into a 5. This 6 turns into a 16. You put the 1 behind the 6 here, and then you just solve regularly. 16 minus 8, have 16, take away 8, would be 8. 5 minus 5 equals 0. And remember what I told you, if you have 0 in the thousands place, you don't need to write it anymore. You can just leave it blank. So, students, your answer should have been 866. Right. I'm going to leave it at that. Good luck, students, to anyone who's watching this. If you come across a subtraction problem, I hope this has helped. Again, feel free to use this video in case you guys get confused or you need a little bit of a reminder as to what to do. And yeah, I'm going to call it from here because I have a dirty classroom that I have to clean. And I have a lot of stuff to do. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.